Mic check. Already. Think we're good. What's happening, good people? It's your man, Regal, coming to you live and direct. Today we want to present a new series to the family. This series is going to be entitled Tying Up Loose Ends. Tying Up Loose Ends. I'm new to this content creator space, and with this series, what I want to do is I want to go back and give commentary or give my perspective on on a few issues that took place in the past. Like I said, prior to me coming into this space, this is gonna be it's gonna be fun. And once again, it's all in an effort to teach lessons to the community. All right, so this is tying up loose ends. All right, we'll get into it. Check this out.
If you sit at home and you don't support her, you are definitely supporting Donald Trump. You can vote for who you want to, but don't be trying to encourage other people and sit up there and put bad stuff. Where's that same energy for Donald Trump?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just like, don't vote for it.
They're not even doing, y'all not even out here doing real research to look at her record. If you do the research, or whatever, stop believing everything you read and do real research, you can see what her record is. You can see what she have done. I think you can Google what have Kamala Harris done for the black community, or things that black people benefit from a lot.
Idiot fools like Ricky Smiley can go to hell. You are mad because I want to vote who I want to vote for, because I actually did my research and want to vote for who I want to vote for. Ricky Smiley, you ain't gonna make me do nothing I don't want to do, and forget you, I'm gonna vote for whoever I want to vote for based off of my research. And what you gonna do about it besides sit there and keep crying on the radio?
My understanding, based on reports that I'm getting from campaigns and communities, is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly and say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences, who's had to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land, and is putting forward concrete proposals to directly address the things that are vital in our neighborhoods and our communities, from housing to making sure that our mothers, our fathers, and our grandparents can afford medicine, and making sure that we are dealing with prices that are too high, and rents that are too high, and are committed to making sure that we maintain the Affordable Care Act, so everybody's got health care, and cares about things like education and entrepreneurship in our neighborhoods. And that's on one side. And on the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person. And you're thinking about sitting out Because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for it. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you because you think that's a sign of strength, because that's what being a man is, putting women down. That's not acceptable. That's not it. This shouldn't even be a question.
There's a lot of black men in here, and I don't mean to, not talk to other people, but this is important. Our black men, we got to get them out to vote. That's number one. Kamala's opponent promised a lot of things last time to the black community that he did not deliver on. And we got to make sure we help black men understand that. So that's why I'm here, to make sure I help black men understand. First, get out and vote, and then vote for the next president of the United States, Kamala Harris.
Yeah, what's happening? I had to jump in on this one live real quick. This is Plies. Plies is going to tell us about Kamala Harris. So let's get into it. Let's check out Buddy Plies.
Real quick. But everybody who, especially the ones who look like me, the men who look like me, who quick to, Kamala want my vote, she need to explain herself to me what she gonna do for the black people. Listen. Stop asking a black woman to explain themselves to you, or explain themselves to y'all. If y'all ain't willing to ask a motherfucking white man, his motherfucker explain himself. Y'all cool with a white man not explaining himself to you. Oh, the motherfucking black, she need to explain herself to me what she gonna do for the black community. She want my vote, she need to explain herself. You ain't motherfucking ask a white man to explain his motherfucking self. You too motherfucking scared to ask him. Somebody needs to explain something to y'all. Well, she been in office already 3.5 years. Why she ain't do all the things she said she was gonna do? Cause she ain't the motherfucking president, that's why. When you go to the motherfucking McDonald's, that lady that's the motherfucking manager, she don't get to do what she wanna do. She might give you some motherfucking fries, but that's not it. So free motherfucking fries, that's about all she can motherfucking do. But she can't change the price of that motherfucking pound up there. That motherfucking Big Mike. That ain't the motherfucking lady at the White House. She just like the motherfucker fall in line. Now if you can get some motherfucking free fries out every now and again, you get some motherfucking free fries out. But y'all motherfucking know this. Most of y'all. But y'all just want some of the motherfuckers say. Now she was if she was motherfucking president and didn't do something, then that's a whole different motherfucking ballgame.
Man, I had
the same motherfucker. The motherfucking black.
I had to pause that, man. I couldn't take much more of it. Like Plies. I think you're smarter than what you're saying right now. I think you're smarter than what you're speaking right now. It's hard for me to believe that a man of your intelligence would get on the internet and spew this type of foolishness. This is foolishness. Like, we're going to question every candidate. She's not going to get a pass because she's a so-called black woman, which, we got reservations about her being a black woman. But yeah, she's going to get this work also. It's absolutely ridiculous for you to stand on this premise. This is crazy, Plies. This makes no damn sense, man. Seriously. We gonna continue. Let's hear more of this shit.
Like want me to explain that? Y'all the same when Brock was running. He wasn't motherfucking black enough for you. And a lot of y'all, I didn't figure out what y'all get confused. Y'all don't even want motherfucking black. Y'all want ignorant. That's what you motherfucking want. A lot of y'all think ignorant mean black. And that's why some of you motherfuckers like.
Plies. Ignorant is cursing every other word. When I know you have a more extensive vocabulary than what you're portraying right now. That's ignorant, Plies. You know, we use our words. We don't have to curse every other word. So now black does not mean ignorant. Ignorant means ignorant, Plies. Y'all listen to this shit, man.
Because he motherfucking ignorant. But I'm here to motherfucking tell you, everybody black ain't motherfucking ignorant. And everybody white ain't motherfucking smart. So put that in your motherfucking pipe and motherfucking smoke it.
I'm saying this as a supporter of the vice president, okay? Yes, question her. Yes, ask her to explain herself. And I don't know why we do this with every Democratic candidate, black people. Don't question Joe Biden. Don't question Kamala Harris. Cut it out. Black people, don't settle. Ask questions. Make these presidential candidates explain themselves, especially if you're undecided with your vote.
Yeah, Comical_007, I think he put it right. He said, this sounds silly. Y'all are supposed to question the people who are representing you. You just don't want somebody that you don't know what they are focused on or what their policies are. You are supposed to question the people that represent us. It just sounds right.
Plies, you're offending the vice president. She wouldn't want that because she knows what comes with this. She's been in politics for a long time. The VP is tougher than most. Trust me. As soon as she became at the top of the ticket, even before that, she knew what comes with all of this. Don't get me wrong, she's still a human being at the end of the day. But trust me, she's built for the scrutiny. She's built for the criticism. She's built to have to go out there and explain herself to the American people.
And like Charlamagne said, and Lauren said this as well, you should be questioning everybody. Your local Congress people, your mayors, the people that represent your district, the people that you're voting for, even the principal at your school. You should be questioning those people that represent you, that's going to be pushing policies that's supposed to be affecting you. You're supposed to be questioning all these people.
I've been supporting Kamala Harris since she was in the Senate in 2018 when we first brought her up here on the Breakfast Club, and I sat here and looked at her and told her I think she's going to be president of the United States of America one day. And I think God is setting us up for a woman of color president in 2020. I think that Senator Kamala Harris, I think she's our future president, and I hope God puts his hands on her and says, you know what, I want you to do this. That's God's plan. Put that on your playlist too, buddy. And guess what? Throughout that whole time, I've supported her, but I've also been critical of her. I've also asked her tough questions. That's just what you're supposed to do. So don't listen to nobody telling you that you shouldn't be asking these elected officials and these people running for office to explain themselves. That's the whole point of campaigning. I agree. Go out there and explain yourself to people.
Yeah, man, that was wild. That was crazy, man. That made like absolutely no sense to me. That was a complete Democrat should work from from Plies or whatever. I mean, the metaphor you used was ridiculous. Like the whole stance, man, made no sense. No sense. Any man of intelligence is going to question all candidates. See, and that's the problem. You know, we don't give out automatic passes because, identity politics or whatever. We judge people by the content of their character, right? Crazy, man, crazy. But anyway, on to the next one.
You are about to see with your own eyes every single Generation Alpha, Generation Z, Millennial, Generation X, what it looks like to live close to Jim Crow. Well, I know some of y'all are saying, Roland, this ain't Jim Crow because I can go to the club with a white woman. This ain't Jim Crow because I can go out and we can go here and I can use this water fountain. I can use this bathroom and I can go here. But you need to understand, and I'm telling you right now, mark it down, 7:40 p.m. Eastern on January 23rd. A year from now, you're going to see a dramatic drop in the number of contracts that black businesses have gotten from the federal government. You're going to see a year from now a dramatic drop in the contracts that black-owned businesses will receive from corporate America and from state governments and from county governments and city governments and school districts. You are about to see an economic calamity come down in black America because too many of us sat our asses on the couch, chose not to vote because we said, well, if I don't get nothing before I vote, then I'm not going to vote. Now you are witnessing with your very eyes what happened.
So yeah, let's let's get into this reaction to Ricky Smiley going off on black people for not supporting Kamala Harris. All right, so we tying up loose ends. Let's get into it real quick. Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
On the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 24 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Here's what's happening in news. Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota held their first joint campaign rally together in Philadelphia. Kamala Harris praised Walz going down his list of titles from coach to congressman and even military veteran. She ended his introduction, Ricky, saying, and in 91 days, the nation will know Coach Walz by another name, Vice President of the United States. Are you excited about Tim Walz? I already know the answer to that question.
Always.
What excites you the most about him?
Just that he's just a regular, like he reminds you of your high school principal. He reminds you of your high school football coach, and he was a football coach that led his team to a national, not national, but to a state championship. And he is just awesome. He's for the people. He stand up for women's rights, and he's a popular governor in the great state of Minnesota, which Trump won in 2016. That state was picked off by Joe Biden, and I think we'll definitely get his state and the state of Pennsylvania as well. Either one of those governors would have been a great choice for Kamala Harris. I'm just sick of the black people on the internet talking about I'm not with her. Okay, so if you're not with her, that means you with Trump. Y'all need to block every last one of their asses on Facebook and on Instagram and social media and stop. Like that's just garbage.
Yeah.
It's just garbage.
Everybody got to find on anything.
Can't agree on a damn bucket of chicken. One person want a hot dog.
I always complain.
Black folks get on my damn nerves, man. Why everybody making all these celebrities making all these videos going off on Kamala Harris and stuff, and then the black men, Kamala Harris didn't prosecute you.
Okay, so Ricky Smiley, black people are not a monolith. We do not have to all think the same damn way, sir. And I think you know that. That sounds pretty ridiculous. We don't think the same, and that's okay. I'm glad that it's that way.
And treated you bad in court. I got treated bad in court too, but I'm with her. Because a vote for her.
She didn't just treat black men bad in court. Okay. Now you're going to say something about do proper research, and we've done our proper research. So we know what Sister Gal did out of California. All right. You know, you run that on the other dummies, but we know better. Let's go.
If you sit at home and you don't support her, you're definitely supporting Donald Trump. You can vote for who you want to, but don't be trying to encourage other people and sit up there and put bad stuff. Where's that same energy for Donald Trump?
Yeah. Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just like, don't vote for him. It is what it is.
They're not even doing, y'all not even out here doing real research to look at her record. If you do the research or whatever, stop believing everything.
I'm gonna hit these little points before they get too far off. It's all kind of negative press on Trump. I mean, during his whole presidential campaign, it's nothing but negative press on Trump for the last 10 years, man. Come on, Ricky.
Thing you read and do real research, you can see what a record is. You can see what she have done. I think you can Google what have Kamala Harris done for the black community, or things that black people benefit from a lot. We need to.
No, she has not, Ricky Smiley. And if she has, feel free to name it for us. Once again, we know her work in California.
Stand with her.
Yes.
We need to stand with her. She's great.
Absolutely.
She will make a great president. And what a blessing to be living in a time where a black woman can become president of the United States of America. In our time, we get a black man and a black woman become president. That's unheard of.
Come on, man.
Stop it. Best.
I'm not letting nothing go. That's not a black woman. She's an Indian woman. Okay? And of course, we're in the near future. So, all this is past. We're addressing, this situation from the past. But we all know that Kamala Harris blew through over $1 billion on her presidential campaign. That's a lot of money. Whole lot of money. Madam President, nah. Straight.
Be on the right side of history. Be on the right side of history.
That's so, it's just the Amber Rose and everybody got all these videos and stuff and talking about Kamala Harris talking out of both sides of her. How would you say something so disrespectful? Even if you felt that way, I wouldn't dare make a video.
I'm not gonna miss nothing. They disrespect old Trump all the time. What are you talking about, Ricky? I don't get it. All the time. All kind of disrespect. So, it's fair game.
Or say nothing like that to the vice president of the United States of America that's trying to stand up and that's going to possibly pick 2 United States Supreme Court justices or whatever to try to keep the laws in place that Thurgood Marshall and all of the people that have paved the way and try to redo and get back into some of this settled law, women's rights to choose, your voting rights, and Brown versus the Board of Education. Do your homework, black
hold
people.
up. Let me just tell you something right here that could be very historic. And Kay pointed this out to me. If Kamala Harris is elected, she would be sworn in.
She could be sworn in
MLK Day
by the first black Supreme Court,
and possibly by Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Yeah.
Does that not give you chills?
Stop it.
Does that not send
Maria?
Just make your whole body vibrate?
Maria,
Oh my
I can
gosh.
go deeper than that.
No,
You got a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated reading in a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated into the damn White House. What's wrong with y'all?
Come on, man.
MLK holiday.
But y'all mad because
To most people in the community, those are just Greek letters. So, they don't hold the same amount of significance to others as it does to you, Mr. Ricky Smiley. Okay? We're not going to jump double dutch because of those little facts you just spit. It's not going to move us, brother. It's going to take more than symbolism, is what I'm saying. Okay? You just spit a whole lot of symbolic nothing. And we're going to require a little bit more than that. Got it?
I'm talking about reparations.
Who was a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated?
Come on now.
Come on now. Oh my God, that just gave me chills. That gave me chills.
Game changer, dog.
Game.
Man,
Talk about game.
y'all better come get me off this radio today.
Come get him.
Hey, you keep going. You want to keep going, dog? You want to keep going?
Today.
They ain't gonna be mad at you today, Rick.
I don't care. Well, stop me.
Go, dog. Go.
I don't care about who get mad. I know I'm right.
Exactly.
I know I'm right. Y'all need to stop. Do y'all realize Medgar Evers died for voting rights? All these people that have risked their life from slavery up until the civil rights movement, just where we can have an opportunity to do what we do, to do what we can do. We ain't seen nothing like this since Barack Obama was running for president.
Now, you spit that fact about Medgar Evers. Medgar Evers died for voting rights. True. Now, does that mean we all have to vote the same way you vote Ricky Smiley? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Because it makes no sense. Getting on this radio and you babbling. Saying a whole lot of nothing, sir.
In 2008. We need to stop.
The great John Lewis.
Right. John Lewis and Ralph Abernathy. You know, all of these people that have paved the way for us.
Shout out to them.
We are the new civil rights leaders. We got to get behind people like Ben Crump and Kamala Harris and all these people out here that's doing, like Roland Martin and all of these people that's out here, and Joy Reid. If you want to be educated, if you really want to know the truth, all you got to do is turn to MSNBC and watch Joy Reid, and she gonna give you a whole history lesson every night on MSNBC.
Now, this didn't age well at all, Ricky Smiley. This is spoiled milk right here. Real talk. Spoiled chocolate milk. This did not age well at all, sir. And it's mighty funny how you give us a list of only Democratic shields. All Democrats. So, I mean, you know, you supporting your team heavy. You riding for your team heavy. I just want to point that out.
NBC and then after that, Rachel Maddow. All you gotta do is just watch it.
No.
And it's not opinion, it's facts.
Don't do this right here.
Yeah, and
don't be on the internet doing Kamala Harris like that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Dude, it's opinions. You mean it's not opinion, it's facts. It's opinions. What is he talking about, man?
Yo, what issue you got with black women? Your mama's a black woman. How about that? Let's start there.
Yes.
I don't care what and I'm talking to the men right here. Your mother is a black woman. Don't forget that. Don't forget that your sister is.
Yeah, my mama is a beautiful black woman. But she don't vibrate like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So maybe we are not all one. Dig that.
It's a black woman. And as a black man, I stand proudly with Kamala Harris this morning with tears in my eyes. It means so much to me. Do you know that lady picked up the phone and called me when my son died? How about that? How about how personal it her and Joe Biden has been? How about Joe Biden wrote me a letter naming my grandkids and naming my son's name in a personal handwritten letter?
I think that's great that you know her personally. And she thought enough about you to write you in the unfortunate passing of your son. That's great. That's a great personal relationship you have with this woman. That's great. That's awesome. But she looked in the camera and told us to our face that she's not going to do anything specifically for black people. And we didn't forget that. And we didn't let her forget that. Well, you know, a select few of us didn't allow her to forget that. Okay, Ricky Smiley.
How kind, how thoughtful, how genuine, they're just genuine and sincere, and I love people like that. And if anybody, the person that got killed at the Trump rally, who do you think called that man's wife to offer his condolences? Joe Biden did. Joe Biden did. Trump didn't call him, and he took a bullet at a Trump rally. These are kind, loving people.
See, I can't let that go. That's misinformation, Ricky. Trump did call those people, man. What are you talking about? Why would you blatantly make a statement like that? That's false. See, and this is why we tie up loose ends. That's why we gonna make a tie up loose ends, because you know I wasn't in this space, you know, when this was happening in real time. You know, but I wanted to make sure we address that. You know, you can't just blatantly make statements like that. That's untrue. Yes, Trump did talk to that family, man. Come on, man. Where you get that from? Where'd you get that from? Mr. Christian, man. Crazy, man. Wow.
If you look at the policy, you'll know what's going on. We need to stop, black people. Stop it. Stop attacking Kamala Harris. Stop it with the self-hatred. Even if you don't agree with everything she do, what do you think she can do as the vice president? She ain't not in control of the Congress and the Senate. If you know how government...
You said start with the hatred. You know, she didn't start with her hatred toward our community. Once again, we know her work in California, and we're not going to let you tap dance around that. You did? Like, man, this dude here. Let's keep rocking. Shit.
Government works. Come on. Come on. We got an opportunity here of a lifetime. We'll be dead and gone, but we can say our generation, because we're not going to live ever, that we voted a black man and a black woman to become president of the United States. That's history. This is what Dr. King died for. This is what Medgar Evers died for. This is what Rosa Parks went to jail for. All of the sacrifices that black people had to make. Your grandmother's cleaning up white people's house and cleaning and scrubbing floors and doing all of this stuff. All these black people made all these sacrifices for us. Well, we can have this opportunity, and then you get a woman, now you want to question her race and question...
No, I said, I just want y'all to see what they're doing, you know. You want to play on your emotions and shit now. Yeah, man, my grandmama cleaned in white folks' houses. Up on Lookout Mountain, Tennessee. Sure did. Sure did. And I'll take pride in that, you know what I'm saying? Now, she did that, you know what I'm saying? So I could stand tall and be the man that I am today. You know, so we love grandma for sacrificing and doing what she had to do to support her family. Fuck you mean, man? You know, and she did that so we don't have to be a shield and cry on the radio. This dude, man, it's this,
question her ability and all this stuff. Why? Why are we doing this? Why are we like this? What is wrong? And I'm sitting here, I should be voting for Trump with the tax bracket that I'm in. But if I have to pay more taxes in order to do what's right, just where somebody else can have food in their mouth and do the right thing or whatever, I want to be on the right side of history. And I mean this. I'm not. I just been holding my peace. I ain't been saying nothing. But man, some of these videos are disturbing.
That's enough, man. That's enough. That's enough. And you know what, man? I'm gonna take dude on off my motherfucking camera. I don't even want to see this shit real talk. Yeah. But yeah, that's tying up loose ends, man. That's Ricky Smiley crying about Kamala Harris. I thought that was a real interesting video to bring to the people. I've been wanting to touch on that, and I'm glad I did. Anyway, we'll get with you on the next one. All right? Peace. So, yeah. Want to come back and close this thing all the way out properly. That was my first edition of Tying Up Loose Ends, right? Where we go back and give commentary, give our perspective on events that happened in the past, right? Events that I felt important enough to go back to give commentary on. So I gave you a string of individuals who felt their duty, felt the need to instruct, direct, demand black men to vote a certain way. And I think I can speak for black men when I say, man, you don't tell us who the hell to vote for. And I'm standing on that, man. You know, I think black men are the only race of men who are told who they should vote for. And that's BS. Free men have the right and the ability to think for themselves. And that's non-negotiable. So I think I speak for all black men when I say from here on out, we'll use our own intellect to make those decisions. So, you know, you can keep your chastisement to yourself. We will do as we see fit. Alright? So that's tying up loose ends, man. Rod Regal. I'm out of this thing. Peace. To the next one.